Barrett again from What the Pod Was That and the All About Nothing podcast for Everplay Sports and Social League. Fall registration is open now for a bunch of leagues, including Wednesday and Thursday kickball at B and M Avenues in West Columbia, Tuesday super recreational kickball at B Avenue in West Columbia, indoor volleyball on Mondays and Tuesdays at the Tri-City Leisure Center in West Columbia, softball on Sundays and Mondays at Pacific Park in Columbia, Tuesday 10-week bowling at Bolero in Casey, Wednesday soccer in West Columbia, pickleball on Mondays at the Casey Tennis and Fitness Center. Registration for all fall leagues is open through August 21st, except Tuesday bowling at Bolero. Registration is open through August 5th. Also, registration is now open for 3 to 4-person teams for the 8th Masters of Putt-Putt at Frankie's Fun Park on Friday, August 23rd. Sign up now as this event will sell out. Register by August 22nd. It's a lot of fun, and if you're in the Columbia area, you should definitely sign up now. So check out everplaysocial.com for details and registration. Everplay Sports and Social League. Play, socialize, and have fun.
Hi, it's me from the Welcome to Wonderland podcast. Are you looking for the perfect blend of nostalgia and patriotism in your wardrobe? Look no further than ZJZ Designs, available now at zjzdesigns.com. Their exclusive t-shirt collection features stunning designs like the iconic Plymouth Barracuda print, taking you back to the golden era of muscle cars. Show your love for your country with their bold patriotic heart designs that stand out and make a statement. From car enthusiast to proud patriot, ZJZ Designs has something special just for you. Head to ZJZ Designs and elevate your style. Visit zjzdesigns.com or check the show notes.
The All About Nothing podcast may have language and content
that isn't appropriate for some.
Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome, Nothingers, to another episode of the All About Nothing podcast. This is episode number 218. The next episode is 219. So if that lunatic that's speaking to you in this voice says 218 on the next episode, he's an idiot, and it's because we definitely record these in order, which we don't. I am Barrett Gruber.
I'm Zach King.
And we are going to introduce again our guest, Stefani Morton, on with us just a few weeks ago. And we're going to talk about all of what's going on, including an article that was published recently in the Nashville Voyager. Right, so we're gonna talk about that here in just a second. Real quick, please subscribe and share the show. That's how we get new listeners. Also, if you could, please consider supporting the show financially by visiting our website and clicking on the support link. And if you can't do that, please drop us a review, hit the 5 stars, give us a thumbs up, or leave us a comment. All that helps drive our show higher up in the ratings on all of these podcast platforms. Real quick, I want to thank Eric Barnes from History Man Podcast. You can check him out, historymanpodcast.com, and thanks to broadstreet.net. I assume that the check is in the mail. John Kosas Jr., Broadcast and Media Relationships Manager. Also want to thank him. His book, Play-by-Play from the Minors, available now. You can check the show notes for links. And also check out the Columbia Fireflies. The season's coming to an end here in a little bit, but they still got a few more homestands. So go ahead and check out a game, including Saturday, September 7th. It is going to be the Harry Potter night. The first 1,000 through the gates get their own Harry Potter scarf. Specific to the house that you're in. I found out I took a test. I'm a Ravenclaw. It's true.
Cool.
I don't
strike me as a Hufflepuff.
You're a Hufflepuff? You have a Hufflepuff? It's hard to say.
I like the way the Hufflepuff sounds.
Yeah, I guess it's either Slytherin, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, or Gryffindor, right?
Gryffindor. Yeah.
So, but that's going to be Saturday, September 7th. So check that out. Also, Soda City Comic Con, August 24th and 25th, Columbia Metropolitan Convention Center. But you want to check out SodaCityComicCon.com. But also want to remind everyone, Zach and I are going to be live at Transmission Arcade on August 21st at 6 to 7:30 p.m. So come out, because we're going to have some trivia. We're going to do some giveaways. We're going to talk to some guests that are going to be I'm hoping we're going to have some of the vendors, maybe a couple vendors that come out to the Comic-Con, so we can talk to them and see how it is they do what they do and why, I
will be leaving Barrett and Brock at the table and have a microphone with me while I try to take some pinball high scores away.
There you go.
Also eating some wings and drinking some beers.
There you go. So make sure to check that out. Again, we'll be at Transmission Arcade August 21st. That is literally next Wednesday. So we've now dated this show. That's it. We now know where this show falls in the worst timeline. So, welcome back to the show, Miss Stefani Morton.
Hello.
She is, of course, Nashville songwriter, tour guide, retired teacher. And according to the Nashville Voyager, a rising star. So congratulations, Stephanie. That's
you.
awesome.
Thank you.
How actor? That's
Yeah.
true.
Actor.
We're gonna talk about that too. So, just to remind everybody about Stephanie, music runs in your blood. Your grandfather played fiddle with the Buffalo Bill Cody band show, right?
Yeah.
Distant cousin to Patsy Cline.
Yeah.
Also, your mother and father also played and sang in choir.
Yeah.
Very cool. You play a varying level of different instruments: the flute, guitar, mandotar, which I feel like we discussed.
Barrett and I were discussing. I was like, I've never heard of a mandotar. I was like, 8 strings. What is this?
Guitar recently.
Yeah.
Is it
fun?
I think my roommate and her friends are having a good time with it in Nashville right now.
There you go. I was like, dang, now I got to get a mandotar. I've never played a mandotar.
Yeah, they're both just hybrid guitar instruments that sound like mandolins and banjos. So.
Yeah, that's awesome.
For the faint of heart who don't really want to learn the banjo and the.
Listen, we had a family reunion / birthday for my grandmother. She turned 80, and so did a couple of my great uncles. And so my cousins play bluegrass, and so we come from that kind of thing. My one cousin's up there with the mandolin, just sounding like a professional, and I'm up there like, all right, yeah. Like I was like, I gotta learn mandolin. Let's do this. But mandotar sounds like the great come together of the two. So I'm gonna have to check out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Zach, do you want to plug your cousin's band? Or no, I guess it's your uncle's
band. Yeah, your mama's new boyfriend.
Oh, love it.
Oh yeah, they've been playing for like 15 years now. They were voted best band in Raleigh. Yeah, they're awesome. They're awesome.
You also play the spoons.
Yes.
Is that just at picnics where you've forgotten the guitar, or is this a okay? All right.
Yeah. How'd you guess?
The spoons are wicked. My grandfather could play the spoons, and you're just going like, whoa.
Yeah. I started seeing Abby, the spoon lady, do that a long time ago, and I said I want to do that. So I just started picking it up. I don't play exactly like she does, but I do play enough where I can drive people insane with it, and some people actually want me to drive people insane with it. So they'll ask me to join in. So yeah, it can be a plus and a minus depending on where you are with it, but it's a lot of fun.
When you can do the solo from Spoon Man by Soundgarden.
I know. I've seen. Exactly. I'll let you know.
That brings me to the last one, as far as or the last one listed in the article, harmonica, which I dabble in a little harmonica.
Oh, do you really?
A little bit. I can play. I practiced for a long time the opening to Blues Travelers.
There it is.
Yeah, it always come back to Blues Travelers. What was Runaround? I can play the first couple measures of Runaround. That's it.
That's awesome.
That's as far as my talent goes.
Somebody inspired you. So if you're getting inspired to do that,
John
you're going to inspire somebody else. So
John Popper inspired me in other ways too. His addictions.
I am working my way to getting that back into my life. I have several friends that are in Nashville that we're kind of grow together in harmonica. So yeah,
I never was able to get it. That's awesome.
it's an awesome way to accentuate your playing. So yeah, but you got to be able to just accentuate it, not use it as something that you want to just enhance. Some people use it all the time.
Let's see, Barry, you say Blues Traveler. When I think of harmonica, I think of Aerosmith and Steven Tyler. Tyler can play like, oh my God.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Kills.
I play the didgeridoo.
Oh, no.
I play the didgeridoo. It's right over here. It's right over here in the corner.
You have a didgeridoo and you can make a noise.
I can, Zach, talk. I'll be right back.
Oh, this
I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you if
you just had to do that. Oh, wow.
Hold on.
He's playing like the Horn of Gondor.
Hold on. Give me a second. That isn't,
when
that isn't
your wife
officially
and
how it
kids come
sounds.
running, yeah.
I can't. All right. You know what? That's it for right now.
Oh my god! So if you ever need someone who can pretend to play the didgeridoo, Barrett's your guy.
You know what? Before we get done with this episode, I'm going to pull it back out. We're going to try again.
I definitely need that on my next album for real.
It can open just like the.
Now I'm going to do it again.
Hey, but
Didgeridoo.
We're gonna clip that. That's gonna be part of the promo. So one of the things that I don't think we talked about, Stephanie, when you were on last time, I think we talked about it a little bit, and I don't know how far deep you want to go into it, but in 2023, you did have a traumatic incident that really derailed you. We didn't talk about what that incident was, and I don't want to put you on the spot. You can say no, but
it's been a year.
Yeah.
And in fact, I flew in last week, and I saw my doctor the day after during the hurricane, during Debbie, and I saw my sepsis doctor. So I was working on my home, doing some renovation type things. And apparently I had an issue where I developed sepsis and a scar that I had since college, and that grew inside my leg. That it's a long, bizarre story, but it grew around my leg. And it was something that had supposed to have resolved itself, and it did not. And so I had a burn on the other leg that we thought had resolved itself, had not. And this scar had burst inside my leg that nobody had ever known that it was. Anyway, so I was rushed to the hospital twice. The first time they thought that it was sciatica, and then it never went away. And so the second time, this thing had burst into my leg. And so the hospital, I'm not going to name the hospital, but the hospital saved my life, and I'm very grateful for that. And the doctors that were there saved my life. And I was in the hospital for almost 2 weeks. And so I decided, the night they told me I was going to die, I was by myself.
Goodness.
Now we'll start tearing up. I was by myself. They kept asking me, do you have clergy? Do you have a will? Do you have this? Do you have that? I mean, I didn't know what was going on. Everything was happening so fast. I had 4 blood transfusions. I had all this stuff. I had bleeding on the stomach. I was losing all my faculties and all this, everything. And they said, I said, I don't have any of that. And then I started thinking to myself, I said, okay, what's the worst case scenario I could say right now that's going to relieve me and my pain? I said, well, God's going to let me live because he's going to move me to Nashville. Oh boy. And you should see the looks that came out of all these people's faces. And it wasn't the doctors, it was the nurses. And they were like, oh, okay. Yes, dear, you're going to Nashville. That's right. And so the whole entire time for the first 3-4 days, they're like, but you're going to Nashville, right? I said, yes, I am. So by the time I got off the cardiac ward, I said, well, I better start making plans to move to Nashville at this point.
Yeah.
So they moved me to the infectious disease ward, and have no idea how I got the sepsis, but I had a scar from here to here on my hip, and I was going to be fine. I was going to have a port in my arm for about 6 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, you're going to get out, but you're going to have this port in your arm. And I said, then I can move to Nashville. And they said, yeah. So I get on the horn. I start getting an apartment, everything. I start making plans to get out.
So you
kind of, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, so they had no idea what it was. I mean, obviously a scar with sepsis, it's usually because something has gotten into the bloodstream
I burned my leg on the spring prior on a grill, and it looked like it had healed up, but it was pretty flaky and it hadn't healed up.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So, it looked to me like it was healed up. I think I probably should have gone burning it. And I'm talking about more stuff. I'm probably one of the people that I will be the last person to go to the doctor.
Same. And
so they were going to cut my leg off literally that night. It was either my leg, my life, it was like Jack Sparrow doing like this with somebody's hand in the movie. And they told me if they cut my leg off, I wouldn't have been able to sit down. So I walk with a limp. So, if you read Nashville Voyager, it talks about that. So everybody in town knows how I walk. And, and people are used to helping me up and down the stage, but it doesn't stop me. I keep going. I was just in Shaboozey's video, and, I do acting. It helped me. I'm going to be in a movie called, Dating My Past. And so when I walked in with crutches, and they're like, "Oh, great, it's a hospital scene," and they used me as an extra walking through the hospital all through that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. And that movie will be coming out on Amazon. And so the people, you work with people like that, they have such compassion and care. And so I'm about to Scotty McCreery's got me. I made the final cut to get in his video this weekend. So it's
North
about
Carolina boy.
Yeah, it's about summer love. So I'm going to be getting my hip replacement. I've already gone through the gamut at Vanderbilt.
Goodness.
So I'm going to be getting the hip replacement in November. And my boss with the hearse, driving the hearse, it kind of adds to the creepiness walking with the cane. But when I was doing the whole Shaboozey deal, I was I rested for 2 days. It was so hard after that. I was on my feet for 13 hours, and they were so nice and gracious. But there was a scene where at the beginning of the video, the girls are walking into Lucky's. And so there was a scene where the motorcycle comes through, and then we all start walking around. They don't show that in the video.
Okay.
But they wanted me to raise my cane. So it worked out. So I'm like, and so I've got two of the little girls, one girl beside me, and the other one. I'm like, these are my granddaughters. You're not going to let them in. We've been waiting all night. I'm holding up my $20 bill.
I'll be raising cane the entire time.
I'm raising cane, man. And so, I play it to the best of my advantage. So now I got to reinvent myself again, because once this goes, I lost 20 pounds the last time I saw you guys.
Oh, that's great.
Now the next 20 pounds will come off, and now I've got to reinvent myself again. And
I will message you separately to see how to do that.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think I found your 20 pounds.
But
I
mean, I get to play the grandma roles. And so, because I am coming up to that 57th birthday in 2 weeks. So
honestly, that kind of shocks me. You don't come across grandmotherly to me in any which way.
And for me, it's hard to believe that you taught for 27 years, right?
28 years and 2 months. Yeah.
28. You taught for 28 years.
Yes.
And then, and then just decided, you retired. And good job on retiring prior to certain individuals that are running the state now. But good, because, it's just amazing. Like I can't, when I think of some of the teachers that I had when I was like in elementary school and high school, I want to say some of them were in their upper 50s when they were teaching, and they had been teaching for some of them 20, 25 years at that point. And as far as I know, a lot of them some of them may still be teaching.
Well, I started out with a master's degree. So right when I got out of Carolina in 89, I went and tried to become an interior designer, and then Hugo hit. So I kind of left and went to grad school.
Not a lot of interiors left after Hugo.
Yeah, I was in Myrtle Beach too. So
it's not too soon to tell that joke.
There's another story there, but so I went back and went to grad school and did the 19-month. I got out really quick, and I worked at the Children's Center and worked with a lot of international children. Just loved it, and started out Bamberg and worked in Bamberg County and in Denmark. Oler High School and middle school, and then went to Charleston. And so started out with a master's when, 23 years old or so, and then got national boards really early, I think really early. And so that's when it just came out. So that stuck with me for 20 years. I won't even be done with national boards until this November. It's going to run out.
Oh.
So, So once you have that, a lot of people retire and don't have that advantage.
Yeah.
And some people, go back to get their master's plus 20 And then they have their national boards. Those people are like doing really well. But that in that way, I was able to. And it was like I had a conversation with my mother, and everything that she was able to do for me, putting me in TAP at 2, and being in choir in the church, and doing all these things. I'm able to go back. Some people are like, well, yeah, I did that as a hobby. But to go back and say that to do the things that you did as a hobby and come back and try to, it still is a hobby. It's like a serious hobby for me until I cut something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a check from Shaboozey on my, for $100-something, but the memories are priceless. The friends I made from that, the people that I work with in that video, the things that they have done and they have worked on, the projects are amazing. How I got in that video is amazing. So,
yeah, tell us a little bit about that. Tell us how that came about.
So, I'm just freelance. So I do freelance acting. I started, here in Columbia, doing some, Experience Columbia videos, doing, some things with, let's see, oh gosh, they're going to get upset. One of the Bentley pontoons. I started doing things with Bentley pontoons.
Awesome pontoons.
Yeah. And I started doing things with them. And, then that grew into, Brookdale Senior Living. That was my first national.
Yeah.
And then, I didn't do anything. And then I started doing stuff, And then I started hostessing, and I started hostessing for Desert Moon Cupid. It was a dating site. And then I started hostessing for, it sounds weird, but it was legit. It was like hosting stuff downtown Columbia.
Does that mean like giving the cards out for the speed dating and stuff?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. And then I started hostessing for High Point, for people out of California, and do High Point furniture. That was fun. And then I got sick, and then I moved to Nashville. And then I started going through my backstage and my casting networks and Actors Access. I'm not in SAG-AFTRA. And so if you stay that way, then they kind of find you. And then you get sometimes better cuts and pay and that kind of thing because you're not unioned.
Yeah, that's I think that's the thing about SAG-AFTRA though, is to be in SAG, the amount of money that you have to pay or promise a percentage to.
Yeah.
Because I got the email. I don't remember what it was I did, but I got the email one day saying, hey, here's the application if you want to join SAG after doing whatever it was I did.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what it was.
What did you do? No,
I have no idea.
What did you get yourself into now?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Did you walk across the street in a commercial and they were like, God damn it, send him the.
I don't know if it was an extra or something or it was a speed. I don't remember. Honestly, whatever it was, I'm pretty sure it got cut. But I got the email. It was like, you can join the SAG. I honestly, when I saw the email, I was like, oh, I wonder if this is how I get into the Writers Guild, and it wasn't.
Yeah, if it's something that might get you into IMBD or whatever. But I mean, I apply for a lot of things, and some things I don't. So anyway, I just applied for this, and this is what happened. It said video shoot. You didn't know what it was for. You don't know who it's for. It just says video shoot, Nashville. And I'm like, hot dog, might be Miranda, I don't know. So I was sitting here, pins and needles, and it said I got through. And I was like, wow, this is cool. And it says, you're not going to know until this certain day. And so I was working, and I had this tour, and then 10:30 at night, it was about 10:45 maybe. And we were at the cemetery, and I had my hearse full of people, and I'm looking at my phone, about to get out and give my last little speech. And then it comes across. And what was crazy is my, one of my main co-writers, Gino Bergio, who I mention a lot. Gino and I have been studying Shaboozey's work because we had just written a song in light of Shaboozey's work that we had been studying. And it was called I think our song's called Parting Glass. I'm not sure. I think we're changing the name of it. Anyway, so it was something like that. And so all of a sudden, here's this guy that we'd been studying his work for 2 weeks now. Shaboozey would like you to be in his video. Please make it to Lucky's at this time, blah, blah. They send it that late because they don't want you putting it all over Facebook and everything that you're going to be in Shaboozey's video and blah, blah, blah. So I was like, wow. And it said, be there, wear these things, 1:00 p.m., be at Lucky's, blah, 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 blah. It was closed set, so you can't take pictures, whatever. So you get there, 1:00, you got to sign all these papers. They take pictures of you front and back. It's very
invasive
experience. You kind of feel like you're in prison at first, the way they're taking your pictures, like a mugshot, and
that deserves
your life away, that kind of thing. And you take your purses in. They treat you very well. They're all very nice. Lots of snacks and water and things like that. Real booze? No, you don't drink real booze. It looks like we're drinking real booze. I don't know if you've seen me in the video, but it looks like beer splashing on me. It's all tea and things like that. Yeah. I could tell you the secrets of the video, the bar scene, the fight. We were all sitting around pondering, what are some tricks that we can do? And the guys go, oh, let's fight. Okay. And then everybody they're that good. It makes it look like they're fighting, And in fact, that splash was not supposed to happen where I am up front and center. I am really surprised. And so that was a moment. And my mother has not seen the video and she probably won't. But it just like Tanner, the main guy in it that falls on his head. Tanner and I are going to go sing karaoke in a couple weeks. Yeah, he's my friend. But there's Disney princesses in there. There's people that were in Nashville in there. There's people that were Titans cheerleaders in that video. I mean, there's people that were in major car commercials. Just some really cool people that I can't believe I was associated with and got to be in there. So it's really neat. And because of that, I got some callbacks to do that. I auditioned for some other things, and so I'm waiting. But yeah, Scotty McCreery, I can't totally say what the whole project is, but
I found it. Do y'all want to see it?
Oh,
I found the still frame.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Show it to us, Zach.
I'm in there 4 times, but
I'm gonna try and play this again.
Just don't put the bad word in.
It's right here.
That's there I am.
Can't do it.
Yes. There I am.
There we go. That's and it did.
Yeah.
I won't play it just for copyright reasons.
I play the sophisticated gal. Yeah. Yeah, that's what they called me. Yeah, the directors are great.
Which one of those were your granddaughters?
No, they were.
They weren't in that one.
She's really cute. Like the two. Well, I just said they were. They got tickled, but I called one that she has a really big afro. She's like, we're pals on Instagram, but she's gorgeous. I called her one of my granddaughters, and then there's another one. She's really, really pretty. She looks like she could be her sister. She was my other granddaughter. So
that is
nice.
That is really cool. That is really cool. Yeah. It's such a unique. I have seen music video productions because one of the places I worked when I lived in Atlanta was there was a next door to it was a TV station that I worked at, but it was next door to a production unit, and there were several. Oh, now I remember. I'll have to tell later. Anyway, so the production studio that I worked next door to did music videos for artists that were out of Atlanta, but because they needed an actual studio, there wasn't the Pine Forest studio that they have now where Marvel does all their stuff, and Tyler Perry's got his big studio down there. But they did some music videos out of theirs, and it was a really unique experience to be able to watch what it is they do. And sometimes they'll shoot the entire music video from one perspective or one point of view, and then they'll shoot the entire song again from another perspective, and then that way they can clip it up and put it together. But that was digital. So this was back in the late 90s. Digital wasn't 100% available like it is now. So they were filming it on I guess it was film. They filmed a lot of it on film, and then that film had to actually be spliced and whatnot for the end results. I was there when we did a movie with Danica McKellar, and Oh, Zach could help me out, but it's the guy from Star Wars that was Lando Calrissian, Billy D. Williams. It was a Danica McKellar and Billy D. Williams movie, and it was just a really unique experience to see the kind of stuff that they did. And I'm just this video disc jockey on a closed circuit television for the cable system, doing mornings and afternoons and whatnot. So it was a unique experience. So to be able to be a part of that, that's really cool.
It's everybody was so professional. Shaboozey is such a genuinely nice man in person. He's very tall, and everybody was very respectful of his artistry and making sure that he and Big X got what they needed to get done. And everybody was such professionals in every aspect, and people were just so kind. That's one of the biggest things about Nashville, is that everybody's so professional and kind, and wherever you're going, if you're playing music or you're working on set, every person that I've encountered has just been fantastic to work with.
Yeah.
But it's just so much fun just to have seen that final product come together and just know the work that it took to, put it together. And it's a lot of work.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Yeah, it was just, it was an honor to be a part of it. So, yeah.
Yeah. No,
magic for sure.
So cool. So I want to talk about some of the things you've got coming up, including this Thursday, August the 15th. You'll be at Uncle Fester's here in Columbia, South Carolina. What are you going to be doing at this show?
Well, I'm going to bring some new songs. I've been writing a lot. I have not been playing out as much. It's been hot. So it's not, I played recently at a Lakeside open mic, which a lot of my friends have been playing at. I recently got a new roommate. So she plays downtown. She has a band and she plays at Kid Rock's, and I'll just give her a plug. Stargirl. People go down Nashville. You want to go see Stargirl, Honky Tonk, and Kid Rock's and Tootsie's. That's where she's at.
Okay.
During the daytime, she plays down there. And so anyway, so we've been getting ready for her to come in there. We've made a 1-bedroom work where we've made it into 2 bedrooms. So that's been a busy time with that, and getting ready to do all that. And so I've had a few shows, and now I'm about to get into big time show season. And I've been doing a lot of writes. So I've been writing and then busy with all the acting. So getting ready to kick August off with Uncle Fester's, which is great. I have been playing there since 2020, and to have been asked by Greg Sword and Celestial Viking to finally play a song right around has been just a blessing. I am really pleased that he walked up to me and asked me. So this has been quite a joy to have on the calendar. It's about 6 or 7 songs. The rounds are a little bit different here in Columbia than they are in Nashville. I called him the other day because I wasn't sure, because I'm thinking a 3-hour round, it's about 18 songs. So I have them, but he said, "Oh no, it's going to be super chill. It's going to be fun." So I'm encouraging everybody to come out. It's going to be a time for meet and greet, about 6 songs per person, and it's going to not be one person at 1 hour. It's going to be, about 2.5 hours or so, more or less. And everybody's going to have time to tell their stories and, about how the songs came about and where they're at with their careers and that kind of thing. And it's going to be a special time. And I think it's $15 at the door, $10 in advance. I think doors open at 7:00. Greg's going to have things posted on Celestial Viking. Should be now, I think. Like you said, he's a busy man. Busy man. So he's had a lot going on. But you can check Celestial Viking on Facebook and Instagram. And as soon as he has all that, I will be posting it as well.
Yeah, so make sure to check out Stefani Morton on social media. So Facebook is Stefani Morton.
Stefani.
That's right.
Morton.com. And the wonderful people at Broad Street Net, they are amazing at what they do.
Yeah.
I have shows at Why Not Saloon
Yeah.
coming up. Birthday show, August 22nd. It's going to be a great one. There's going to be some headliners there.
Is that your birthday?
That is my birthday. Yeah.
Oh, well,
Nice.
happy early birthday.
Thank you.
That's
Thank you.
very cool. Yeah, I saw Why Not Saloon Nashville, August 22nd.
You can go to it's gonna all the Why Not shows are televised.
Very cool.
Yeah, so those are all you can catch those online on Facebook and on I think on Instagram as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, because you've got 3 shows at Why Not coming up. You've got the 22nd, you've got the 27th, and then the 31st.
Yes.
So.
Yep. And and then I start Jesus in the Bar.
Yeah.
Start that. That's a big one. I'm hoping that if I do well enough with that, then I'll actually get to move into a bar. Because right now I'm playing like a senior center.
Okay.
But you have to move your way up. Just to get into it is really, really good.
Sure.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. And so you kind of move your way up. It's you got to earn your stripes. You just earn your stripes in Nashville is how you get your way on up.
Yeah.
So
well, tell and Cumberland, the Cumberland Mountain Songwriters Festival taking place in Crossville.
Yeah.
So just as I know about Crossville because my first boss in radio, the first morning show I ever worked on, was for a guy named James Carney, who on the radio went by Moby in the morning. But he was from Crossville. Oh, Moby was bigger than life. He actually passed away just earlier this year. I think it was earlier this year. But yeah, he was basically the first paying gig I ever had in radio.
Okay.
And but yeah, he was from Crossville. In fact, I think at one point he told us that there were billboards of him all over the place because it was the home of Moby. And then I think I looked it up and there weren't any. He was special, but not that special. I'm just kidding. Moby was great. But yeah, so the Cumberland Mountain Songwriters Festival. Can you tell us about that? What is that?
Yeah, so this is going to be like the first festival that I've been to since probably 2016.
Okay.
So I'm playing early in the morning. I'm lucky to have gotten an 11 o'clock spot. It's really hard to get into this festival, I believe, and I'm taking my friend Mark Noble. He's going to be playing for me, so I'm just going to have to just concentrate on singing, which I love. So I'm really
that's the best.
That. Yeah. So that's good. And it's going to be at their historical theater there. I think it's called the Palisade Theater. I think that's what it's called.
Okay.
That a lot of the songwriters that are playing. I have a lot of friends that are scattered out during the day, but in the evening, like a lot of the guys the female male songwriters that wrote for people in the 90s.
Oh yeah.
Are going to be like the big songwriters. They're going to be playing it
nice
there. So I'm going to be playing there in the day, and just to say that I'm one of these people, and people are like, well, how many people are going to be there? Well, like nobody showed up, or like there was nobody there at that time. I don't care. It's like a resume for me.
Yeah,
I'm just like if my name was on the poster, and I said it was there, and I play there. I care less if the frog from Bugs Bunny was sitting there and the shoebox was open and it never chirped or sang, and I don't care.
Was it Memphis J. Frog?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Whatever his name was, as long as he was there.
I don't know why
Belvedere, come here, boy. I don't care.
That's the name I remember.
Yeah, exactly.
Memphis J. Frog.
I totally get that. Like every time we played shows, there was one time there was like almost like 1,000 people there. Never got paid for a gig, but I'm like 1,000 people heard me. And then the other time was 100 people. As long as we were there and somebody heard me, 30 people, someone's there to experience that with you, and you get to be there on the stage and express yourself.
Right.
It's there. That's what it's about.
Exactly. And it's like if I play in these venues and I'm playing with some kid and my name is on that bill with them, then that kid becomes famous, and it's like, well, I played with them at one time. And
absolutely.
So it's kind of like with me, it's kind of about like the thrill of the chase or whatever. So it's like if something comes of it at my age and what my experience going back to what happened to me last August, which the doctor, I never said released me the other day. It said I was free and clear to go. And
That's awesome.
I'm so now we just got to get the hip fixed. But it's at this point it's fun. If something comes of it, it's meant to be.
Yeah.
But going back, yes, I'm very excited about playing Cumberland. I am. And this is going to lead me to open up doorways so I can live the hippie van life like I see all these kids do on Instagram.
Right.
And convert this van and go around and sing for squirrels and birds and whoever else wants to hear me. And live that Woodstocky life, somehow, some way.
Yeah. So, I real quick, I just want to give the schedule again because, So August 15th, Uncle Fester's here in Columbia, South Carolina. August 22nd, Why Not Saloon in Nashville. August 25th, you're going to be at Cooper Branch Restaurant. That's also in Nashville. Copper Ranch. Yeah. Copper Ranch. There's only one O. Perfect. I am sometimes illiterate.
Good.
August 27th, Jesus in a Bar program. That's also in Nashville. August 27th, we'll be back at the Why Not Saloon in Nashville. August 31st is going to be the Cumberland Mountain Songwriters Festival in Crossville. Yep. And then again, August, on the same day, you'll go back to Nashville to do the Why Not Saloon.
Why Not, sir? 80, wait a minute. It's August 31st. Hold on. It's their... Oh my gosh! It's like Trick Arrow Publishing's second or third anniversary. I didn't eat supper yet. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. That your schedule rivals our schedule over the course of the next week, and
it's starting to get busy for September. I haven't put those dates down yet,
That's
so
great,
just
though.
keep checking back. So
yeah, it's Stefani Morton, STEFAN, StefaniMorton.com.
If you have to say Stefani into Alexa, Stefani,
that works. But yeah, so that's I think that's outstanding. That is really cool.
Very.
So and we want to wish you all the success as well, because
Barrett, thank you, and Zach, thank you, and I don't know where Bill is, but thank y'all so much for having me again.
Absolutely,
I appreciate it, and there'll be new music coming out. I don't know when, but we're going to work on it, and so hopefully before the new year, or once I get this hip fixed and everything. But there's still old music to put out there and get generated. It's a process, and it's just something that I'm working on cataloging right now and that kind of thing. So,
well, before we let you go, because I don't think we did this the last time you were on, we have our 7 questions.
Yes, we didn't do that.
So these are just questions that we give to some of the people that come on the show, whether they're celebrities or they're Zach's, sister. Sorry, Zach. Although I guess we do have to have Shelby on at some point so we can give her the 7 question treatment. So the first question is, what was the last thing that you Googled?
Oh, Lord, the last thing that I Googled. I think car insurance.
Car insurance. Interesting. Yes. Okay. Did you wind up going with a specific carrier or
nothing yet?
Nothing yet. Oh, see. I was going to give a plug bell to whoever it was, but they missed out on that. All right. Second one, if you could have one superpower, what would it be?
One superpower. Okay. Oh, wow. If I could have one superpower, it would be to make sure that everyone could be happy.
Oh, okay.
And that would be generally happy. Like everybody could be happy without having material things, just be happy.
So if you
I appreciate your choice because I'm part of everyone.
Yeah,
I love that.
That's kind of like one of the Dr. Xavier's powers. He's got the power of he can put thoughts into people's heads. So
one at a time.
That's
make people be happy without material things.
All right. Third question: if your life were a movie, what would the title be?
Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Okay, that's good. That's good. All right. If you could eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? That's a hard one. Because there's so many good foods out there. What could you potentially single it down to? For me, if I were to choose like Chick-fil-A sandwich for the rest of my life, I know I'd be living in agony because it wrecks my stomach every time.
So, okay. So if I could eat one food for the rest of my life, and that would be, okay. So it would probably be, there's so many of them. So it would probably be like mozzarella sticks.
Oh, okay. All
Fair.
right. All right.
Very fair.
That one would probably also wreck me for if that
It
was the
would
only
kill
thing.
me. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you were
I like to
stranded,
think of it like you're going to get the
But I
nutrients from it with this
haven't had
magical
any of
ish.
those in probably forever. So yeah,
don't do the Burger King ones because apparently
I don't
they
eat
are
them.
okay. They are fiery mozzarella sticks, and not only will they stop you up, but they'll also release the Kraken. So that is a plug for
It's a true talent to do
Burger
both.
King.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Fifth question: what is your least favorite candy and why?
Oh, okay. It's a Jelly Belly, and it's the gross one. There's a gross tasting Jelly Belly.
There's one called Boogers.
We'll just say it's Boogers Jelly Belly. Yeah. Sounds good.
My selection was like Mounds or Almond Joys.
Mine was black licorice. I can't do black licorice.
I'll take that over Boogers Jelly Belly.
Yeah.
Any day.
All right. Number 6. What is one strange or unusual talent?
Of mine?
Yeah. Like, let's say you're at
Fun enough?
well, no, yeah, sure. But like, what's something people don't necessarily know you have a talent at? I wish I had some music bed. Let's see. Maybe I do.
Let's see. What can I do that's weird?
Here we go. There we are.
I don't know. I mean, I can cross my toes.
Like all of them?
Like I'm doing it right now. I can cross my fingers and my toes.
Like you can
like that. Yeah, I'm totally doing it right now. Like they can see me doing that right now.
I can't. I'm trying to do it.
Like, am I doing like guys? I'm doing that right now. Like they can't see under the table, but I'm doing that right now.
No, Tom, you can. We'll not worry about the.
Yeah, I was going to put my camera under the table, but I thought I couldn't do that.
The problem is OnlyFans winds up picking up off of our video, and we don't get an opportunity to sell that. All right, last question: if you could have dinner with any 3 people, dead or alive, who would they be?
Oh boy, Patsy Cline.
Okay.
Dead or alive?
Yeah, dead or alive. You didn't mean the band.
Okay, well, Patsy Cline's one of them. Jesus is 2.
Okay.
Okay, and so, all right, so I need one other person, right? Everybody's looking at me like this better be good.
Who?
This better be really, 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 really good. So it would be, I would think, Oprah.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm a little offended.
Because she knows everybody, so
I'm a little offended that you didn't say Zach or I, but
I'm sorry.
No. That look, honestly,
She knows you, right?
in writing a question like
Jumped on her
that, I
couch.
feel
I
like
could call you up and have dinner with you tomorrow.
there you go. I feel like putting a question like that in the set is definitely one that we're just going to get our feelings hurt a lot.
But Oprah knows everybody, so she can set me up with eating dinner with somebody else.
There you go. Look, I'm not offended. I'm hurt. I'm not offended. It's two different
Chaos is
things.
a ladder.
Ask me the next time. Now I'm not going to get asked the next time.
Well,
Stephanie
yeah,
will not be back.
you
She
know,
didn't ask for Barrett and I to go to dinner. So we asked one question, and it was a setup question. Anyone else who wants to get on this?
when when Stephanie gets picked up by Capitol Records, and I'm just putting this out there because it's happened to me before, but
I'm too old.
Well, so Keith Urban used to be in a band called The Ranch.
Mm-hmm.
I think Zach's heard this story. That's why he's sighing. Have you heard this story? Keith Urban?
No, but I know a lot of people that have
Keith Urban stories,
but they have Keith stories.
So he was in a band called The Ranch when he first hit the scene.
Yeah.
And he played a bass festival at Lake Altoona, just outside of Atlanta. And it was with John Barry. So it was so The Ranch opened for John Barry, and then when John Barry was performing, we were all just kind of hanging out. I was hanging out with Keith Urban and the other two members of the band, which I can't remember their names. So we got through like 2 songs of John Barry, and we were like, all right, well, we've gotten past his hits. That is not a dig at John Barry. It's just that he doesn't sing music that I listen to. So we got past the second song, and Keith Urban goes, is there anywhere around here to have fun? And we were like, yeah, sure. We can go to Dave and Buster's. No, it was in an Australian. Yeah, it was an Australian accent. But so we were like, yeah, we can go to Dave and Buster's. So we went to Dave and Buster's the entire night. We were there till like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. The entire night he put on his Capitol Records credit card. And like it was an outstanding night. Keith Urban was such a great guy and so much fun. Play
whack-a-mole, I come visit whack-a-wallaby.
So that's my expectation is once you get picked up by one of these big music groups,
I'm looking for a BIG Media credit card to go do that on.
BIG Media.
I just want a song to get picked up. I just want maybe to be able to write with some of these people. Maybe it's a 10-year town. I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, if somebody will cut it, we'll see. But I think sometimes the way my route is going to be to get in there is possibly by getting into these music videos more and more.
Sure.
And maybe absolutely. That's my journey.
Yeah.
So
you'd have some Easter eggs, like if you get signed like you want and you explode, they'd be like, she was in that video? No way.
Yeah.
That'd be wild.
That's how it has happened for some people. So
she sat on that chair that Morgan Wallen threw off the balcony.
I was there the night he threw that off.
What?
I was across the street from Chiefs. I was at Garth Brooks' bar. I had a friend from Charleston in town.
Dang.
And we were coming out as the chair was coming down.
Oh, that's crazy.
I wish that chair had landed on me.
Yeah, lawsuit, of course.
I'd be on the stretcher like, I had some help.
Church.
Yeah, exactly.
That's great.
You didn't have to give me money. Just sing the song.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Oh, absolutely.
Hit me with that chair.
Stefani Morton, of course, StefaniMorton.com. That's STAFNI Morton.
Yeah, Stefani Morton Music on Instagram and on Facebook as well.
Instagram, they got you as Stefani Morton Official, and on TikTok, mother of pearl.
That might be changing up some. There's several Stefani Mortons, but make sure you follow the one that's got 70-something.
See, Stephanie's
I haven't kept up with it in a while.
Stephanie's on here telling us she's 57, and I'm the one that looks old, calling it the TikTok or tic-tac-toe or whatever.
Yeah. If you're on the tick-toes and you tack, then follow and like and subscribe.
It's hard. It's a lot to keep up with.
Everybody, links to the social media are all in the show notes, so make sure to check that out and go check out the new video from Boozy.
Drink don't need no mix.
Drink don't need no mix. It's out there now, so go check that out. Stephanie's in there. Her granddaughters are in there, which so just check the show notes. We'll have all the links in there as well, so do that. That's gonna do it for this episode. Stephanie, thank you very much for being on with us.
Thank you, Zach. It's always a pleasure.
It's so much fun, and we look forward to seeing you on again, and because it only takes 3 episodes before you are a podcast champion. That's
good to know.
That is what we tell people. They get to buy their own hats and shirts. I'll send you the link. It's great. Links to past episodes, podcast platforms, merchandise, and social media available on our website, theallaboutnothing.com. And if you think our financial model of giving away free content and entertainment is silly and you're in the giving mood, why not become an official Nothinger and support the show monthly? Members get early access to this episode as well as exclusive content, or you can make a one-time donation through the same link. If you'd like to be a part of the show, you can call and leave us a message, 803-672-0533, or you can email the show at theallaboutnothing.com. You can join our Discord server. Links are available at theallaboutnothing.com. Thank you, everybody, very much for listening. You all stay safe, be kind, and
keep your hands to yourself.
The All About Nothing podcast is produced and engineered by me, Barrett Gruber. Thanks to Cake for our intro music, Sick of You. You can follow everything Cake the band at cakemusic.com. Thanks to Muff the producer for our outro music. You can follow Muff on Instagram at Muff the producer. I am Barrett Gruber. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Barrett Gruber, or visit my Linktree /Barrett Gruber. Want to support the show? Visit our webpage, theallaboutnothing.com, and become a member. There are several tiers available, including memberships that give you early access to episodes as well as exclusive content. Visit theallaboutnothing.com. To find links to our social media, merchandise, and past episodes, visit theallaboutnothing.com. If you'd like to be heard on the show, you can call and leave us a message. Dial 803-672-0533. If the time between these episodes is more than you can handle, check out our partner podcast. Zach and I host What the Pod Was That with Carrie Simmons. Visit whatthepodwasthat.com for links and details. Me takes a deep dive down the rabbit hole in episodes of Welcome to Wonderland. Available on all the podcast platforms. Visit WTWLpod.com for details. As well, you can listen to the political and social conversation between Dr. Jamela Brooks and Bill Kimmler on Black, White, and Blue in the South, available wherever you listen to podcasts. Please subscribe and share this show. If you're on YouTube, please like and hit the notification bell. Thank you for listening. The preceding podcast is a product of Big Media and copyright 2024, all rights reserved.